Season 7! I've changed it from weeks to seasons because it just feels like it takes forever. It's just, these aren't weeks anymore. They're just months, and they're just indeterminate amounts of time, and we are stuck doing trivia, and you can get like a freaking t-shirt or something. I don't know anymore. People, I don't know. How are we supposed to be entertaining every single day? It's impossible. This is too high of a bar to be something that you look forward to every day, people. No two people can do that. That's beyond anything that should be expected of anyone. I'm just saying. I believe that that's the fact. Craig's here. He's first. He's got a point already. The first point of Season 7, which is very similar to the 7th week that we've been doing this, except that, I don't know. I just changed the word to make it seem like it is not just another week. That's good, right? We're switching it up a little. It's a season now. Maybe we'll have playoffs. We could have playoffs. Yeah, we could have all kinds of exciting things that aren't just doing trivia every single day. Craig shared the show. Look. So Craig was able to... Oh, you actually put it in the spreadsheet of Season 7? Nice. So Craig got a point for being the first one here to say first into the chat. If you want to get a point just like Craig did next time, what you'll want to do is make sure that you go up to the top and bottom here and hit following if you're on Facebook. Down below if you're on YouTube, hit subscribe. If you're on Twitch, you want to hit follow. Make sure the alerts are set up, right, so that you have a chance of being the first one in here. If you yell first in the chat, you get a point. Just doing that. That's all you got to do. Twitch is chiming in, and we got Matt McFaceStab here in the room.
And Septic.
Septic also joining us. The UK is representing, people. So make sure that you do that. The other way that you can get points, I know that this is a little unfair for the folks who aren't on Facebook. Good. If you share the stream on Facebook, you'll see an alert show up right down here. And I'm going to go do that now to show you what that looks like. But Craig did it, so you may have already seen what that looks like.
Nice, Matt.
What does Matt have to say?
God save the Queen and tea and all that.
Yeah, all of that stuff.
And our crumpets.
Crumpets. But yeah, so if I go over to Facebook and I hit share just at the top of the chat there, and then I say share now public, look, right down here. Ta-da! Thank you, Keith. You share the show. If you want to share it with an individual, make sure you don't do a private share. Robert shared it. I just saw Robert's go up there earlier. Make sure that if you share it privately, that you just do it by tagging people in the chat rather than like sending it to them, because we can't see that. And so we want to make sure to give you credit. Share it with me. You want to share it with you? So if I were to share it with Caitlin, I would say at Caitlin, and I'd be like, come join us for trivia. Trivia. Right? See? And then that's going to turn into a link, right, to Caitlin O'Dwyer, and then Caitlin might come and say, like, what are you doing? And then I would get a point.
I gotta go somewhere.
What's that?
Be right back. I gotta go.
Oh, where do you have to go?
Well, I have to join Keith for trivia.
Is it a special online
Damn it,
event?
I was gonna say that.
Event trivia
Disney
online
trivia.
special?
Disney.
We're gonna get so much out of that. But yeah, you can share the show and you'll get a point. We'll tally all those at the bottom at the end of the show. Jenny, look at that. Jenny just shared. How cool is that?
Good job, Jenny.
Yeah, we love this. You guys are awesome. And then, of course, the most common way to get a point is we're going to ask you a question. You're going to try and answer that question in the 60 seconds that we give you to answer it in. If you get it right, you get 1 point. If you get it right first, you get a bonus point, right? So that's 2 points. And so, yeah, those are the best ways. You can also do what we call throwing a Karen. If you don't know the answer, well, even if you know the answer, if you think no one else is going to answer correctly, then what you can do is say the word Karen, preferably shouting the name Karen.
Spelled correctly.
Yeah, with an I, into the chat. If nobody else gets it correct, right, then you get a point. However, if anyone gets it correct, then you are going to lose 1 point. See, look, Matt McFaceTab has showed us how to do it. Karen! It's like Sharon,
That's good.
but like with a K. Yeah, that was good. That was excellent. Yeah. So let's see. We've got Crumpets. That's good. Does a host on Twitch account? Sure. I don't know how I would tell if you hosted on Twitch, but I will trust you. I think we could go check it if we want to, but I don't know why you would lie about it. So if you want to host that, we will give you a bonus point for hosting the show on Twitch. You can only do one host, says Matt. That's true, but that's a point, right? So if you guys want to host, you do get that point. So that'd be cool. All right, so let's see. We've got 17 people. That's over the legal limit. We're ready to get started here.
Do we want to announce our winner at halftime?
Oh, yeah. Unless, are they here?
Yes.
We could do it early. Do you want us to announce the winner of the last week now, or should we wait until halftime and do it? How do you guys feel about that? What do you think? By the way, the winner last night asked us to go with blue, and so Caitlin has picked a lovely blue. I believe that was Matt McFaceTab.
I believe it was like a cornflower type of blue.
Is that what? I just thought it was blue. I just thought he shouted blue into the.
Well, that gives me free reign to pick any kind.
Oh,
of
you could pick
fucking
any.
blue that I
You
wanted.
got to pick anyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Ian says he's hosting on FetLife. Well, I'm sure they would appreciate this show. Why wouldn't they? Danny made bread with beer today. This is just random time. This is the beginning of the show. Everybody just yells random things.
Crumpets.
Yeah, this is good. Matt almost choked.
They like that on FetLife.
All right. I hear we're actually really popular on FetLife. I hear we dominate. No, don't. We're in a very big studio. Stop ruining it. We have to look like professionals. We're not sitting right next to each other at the same exact table in our basement. That's not true, right? No, we are professionals that do this professionally. Why are you doing that? You're ruining the entire thing. No one's going to believe that we're credible trivialists. Is that a word? What? I don't.
It is now.
Bread. Make bread with beer in it, or bread and beer. I think she made bread with beer.
Yeah.
Used beer in it. Like you can put water in it, but she used beer.
Yeah.
Do you need yeast at that point if you've got beer in there? I feel like that might do it for you. Septic has a pre-guest for the entire night in 1876, as is tradition. I didn't hear if people wanted to hear the winner now or in the middle of the show.
Well, then you get to choose.
We'll do it in the middle of the show.
All right.
That way there's suspense, right? There's suspense, and then people will hang out and be a part of the show. All right, let's go on to question number 1.
Question number 1. Keith doesn't like the way this is phrased.
No.
Of the states whose name begin with A, only one begins with a different letter. Name that state.
We obviously thought that the UK folks were dominating too much. So we decided to put this in here. Another way that this could be 60 seconds on the clock would be name a U.S. state that begins with A and does not end with A. That would be, right? Right? That would be
yes.
Another way of putting that.
I'm just enjoying the spelling that I'm
There's
getting in
just-
the chat right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of people aren't aware of Alaska. Whoa.
Arkansas.
Yeah, probably not many people know about Arizona. It's a lesser
I
known
love you, UK people.
U.S. state. The UK folks are like, I can say it out loud, but I have no idea how to spell it.
But then why would you know how to say
No.
that out?
No, I would agree. I'm not saying that they're wrong for it. If you haven't seen it on a map near you, then why would you? I guarantee if we heard them saying a lot of like their counties and stuff, we would have it all wrong too.
Do I take that?
I don't know. Did you know what they meant? Time's up. Let's go to the chat.
If you say that out loud, it sounds like the thing.
Well, that was the goal, right?
Yeah.
So the problem is if you say it out loud and it sounds like a totally different thing, that's when it gets hard, right? Because you're like, that was different than the thing that we asked for, rather than you don't know how to spell the thing we asked for. Those are two different things, I think.
Okay.
Right? All right, so, I gotta go put the time is up thing in here. So let's see. It looks like we got a lot of answers. Matt started the answering with Arkansas. Arkansas. You know, hey, you guys ever been down to Arkansas? Arkansas is very popular. There's a lot of people that go vacationing down in Arkansas. It's not how the people who live there say it, but if you happen to be from the Northeast.
If you happen to be from Boston,
yeah,
and you're going to Arkansas.
Hey, you want to go down to Harvard Square and beat up smart kids? Nah, we've done that all the time. Why don't we go down to Arkansas? That's right, Arkansas, the well-known...
Matt McFaceTime. I literally just went, just spell anything.
Your fingers are just like, I don't know where to start. It's definitely an A, and I know it doesn't end with an A. That's all I know.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a point. Try to say those two places in London.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. No, because if we were to say those, that would be, what, Gloucestershire? Yeah, which is not right. And Slaw. Which is off. No way those are correct. Right? There's no way that they are actually the way that they're spelled.
You made Matt stop breathing.
Who's what?
You made Matt stop breathing. Gloucestershire, yeah.
Yeah. Or what a lot of people say is Gloucestershire.
No, I can't breathe.
Let's go to Slaw down in London. We'll take a short jump from Arkansas down to Gloucestershire.
My face hurts.
I just say it normally, but with but happier and with my mouth more open. Gloucestershire, Arkansas. Hey, Galen, let's go down to Arkansas. Is that? Am I getting it? I'm not sure if I have the accent right.
Oh.
I like the septic. Here's the best part, though, is that septic, I don't think read it off of Matt, but spelled it the exact same way. They both got Arkansas.
Which just shows you how stupidly we spell
things. No. I'm surprised that the R is missing. Ark, feels a good part.
I'm not.
But then everything after Ark feels like it is just gibberish. Because it should be like Arkansas. And instead, it's Arkansas. What? In fact, I'm good with Arkan. And then it just goes off the rails after that.
Yeah.
I'm like, Arkin, yeah, no problem. That could have been an E or an A, right, in there. But Arkin, like if you were to say spell Arkin, I got a 50-50 shot of getting that right. And then if you say spell saw, never in 1,000 years am I going to do SAS as saw. Saw, S-A-W? Sure. Like, that's definitely something I would do.
Yeah. There's
a bunch of ways that I might do saw, S-A-U-W or S-A-U, something like that. Maybe. S-A-S? Fuck off. There's no way that's how that's spelled.
Especially when Kansas is pronounced Kansas.
Right. Kansas isn't spelled Kansas. Welcome to Kansas. You might know our neighbors to the north, Arkan. I guess the south, right? They're south of... Okay. Our neighbors to the south, good old Arkansas.
You made Matt McFaceTime smash his face down on the keyboard.
A lot of Arkansas after that. I think we give the UK folks the benefit of the doubt on Arkansas. I think we can all agree that's hard.
Yeah.
Ian went with acrimony, the lesser-known state.
In Florida.
It's the hard R throwing off the Brits. Yes, it is. And us. We're enjoying it. Tom Johnson goes with archipelago. So those are all the answers. Is Arkansas the correct answer?
It sure as shit is.
Is Arkansas the correct answer?
Arkansas is the right answer.
All right. So Matt gets 2 points.
And I can say that because I'm from Boston.
Yes.
I'm wicked smart.
And then Craig and everyone else, everybody got this. This was not as hard because it's Monday. Mondays are easier. Facebook isn't displaying anything for Ian except his own replies. Oh, yeah, Ian, there's nobody else here. It's just you. Is it wrong to gaslight our guests?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, I guess we can go to question number 2.
Danny would like that.
Danny would like what?
For us to move on.
Just move on. All right.
It's the closest question.
All right.
When did the Panama Canal open?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. We did this already, didn't we?
No, we had a question about the Panama Canal.
I thought we had it when it opened. I could have sworn.
We had a question about the Suez Canal.
Oh. I feel like we had a Panama Canal open one.
Well,
I feel like
maybe
that's
I'm just not
thing.
good at this anymore.
Yeah. That's all right. We've been doing it a long time. Yeah, no, I think we had this one. This is easy. Hey, we said Mondays are going to be easy. We just gave you one that you already know the answer to. So how about that? How's that for easy?
Ian would like to spend at least 5 more minutes just saying Arkansas.
Arkansas!
Fun fact, Keith's father lived in Arkansas.
Yeah, that is true. Ashdown, Arkansas.
Ashdown, Arkansas.
It sounds like a salesman from the 30s. Hi, would you like to buy a vacuum cleaner? I have come down all the way here to Arkansas to sell you one.
Oh, and now, in Keith's very complicated family tree,
yes,
Keith's dad's wife, who he was married to before he was married to Keith's mom.
Time's up, by the way. We're moving to chat.
So not a stepmom, because that's the wrong order. She lives in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
She lives in Texarkana, Arkansas, which is in Texas and Arkansas. Texarkana.
Texarkana.
And her son lives in the Texas side.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's take a look at the answers for this one. Septic says he likes Mondays. Yeah, it does make it easier. Matt says, I need to cut the wood. Quick, pass the sass. The saw. Get it?
Again.
Danny does say this isn't going to be one of those nights we end early. I see. Well, you can't win them all, right? I mean, I feel like we've been doing a really good job of staying on cue, but, when something awesome comes along, you got to live with it.
Mostly I just need Keith to make me laugh today, so.
All right, so we've got lots of guesses. I swear that we've done this one before. And everything from 1957, 1976. So Septic went with 1876. Same guess he had as the pre-guess. Yes. Which is funny because if he had gone with a different guess, he'd have 2 chances. Because if he got it right, he gets a shirt anyway. And if he gets it wrong, he has another guess. Yeah. Maybe gets a point. Ian says we should spend at least 5 more minutes just saying Arkansas. Craig says during business hours. That's when it's open. The Panama Canal. It's open during business hours.
I get it.
When did it open? Beginning of business
During
hours.
business hours.
Yeah. Has banker's hours. Ian says first. I guess it opened first, or he just wants a point for saying first.
Declined.
1912, 1914, 1916, 1914. Fill out the rest of the answers that we have. A man, a plan, a canal, Michigan. That's not how that goes. That is, unfortunately, a palindrome that has not seen its drome bit. All right. Septic Scope says, I'm optimistic that something somewhere at some point happened in 1876.
That is assuredly true.
How funny would it be if 1876 was just the least eventful year of history?
I'm going to have to, find a trivia question for 1876.
Everything happened around 1876. 1875, they were like, oh my God, there's wars and babies born, and look, we invented things. And 76, everybody rest. We did really good last year. We're fine. We'll pick it up next year where we left off.
On the 1876th year, he rested.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so did anyone get the answer correct?
Yes.
I bet they did. Because they already knew it from the first time that we did this.
You don't know that for sure.
I feel like I'm pretty
no
positive.
Record.
I bet we actually have it somewhere.
No.
No. Like recorded somewhere?
Nope.
On maybe Facebook?
Nah.
Nah. What is the correct answer?
1914.
1914. 2 people get it right. Danny gets 2 points. Barbara gets a point. Welcome to thank you for joining us, Barbara. It's nice to see you. All right, let's move on to question number 3.
Ian is now telling Septic things that happened in 1876.
This is good. I like that Ian said that he couldn't see anything, but now he's talking with people. He is a liar. Third question.
What is the name of the acid in vinegar?
Oh. Well, depends if you put tabs in it or not. 60 seconds on the clock. What? Just saying. You got to get the answers in the 60 seconds. Don't forget you can also throw a Karen if you think nobody knows the answer.
But it's Monday.
Yeah. It seems like Monday is not the best time of the week to throw Karens.
1876 was a leap year.
Today, hi everybody, welcome to Another Wasted Hour, where we learn everything about 1876. I'm glad you could join us today. If you've been curious about the date that was 100 years after we became a nation, then you're in luck, because today is your day. You know what they say about 1876 in America?
What?
It has no straight lines.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's no? Okay. All right, 10 seconds left. Get your answers in immediately. We need your answers. And we're going to chat right now. All right, so I'm going to watch and make sure people... We've got a couple good answers coming in. A lot of it just having to do with 1876. Acidic. Is that how you say that?
Acetic.
Acetic. I think acetic, like acidic acid, seems just like you're saying acid.
It is.
Acidy acid.
Smiles would like us to know that she's not here.
Oh, Diana is not here. Just Smiles. Everyone do not look at Smiles. Everyone ignore Smiles. All right. Sulfuric, says Matt McFaced. That seems like it would be a bit much. You're like, there's a bit of a twang here that I'm not sure. And just before the buzzer, it looks like Kevin also came in with acetic acid. So that's the one that is the most popular. Oh, Ian has found out that the Arkansas Democratic Gazette was founded in 1876. Some people like to call that Arkansas. Arkansas. Let's see. Any others than that?
Trey is late.
No, it looks like, oh, hey, Trey. Unfortunately, you got in after the time was up, but is acetic acid correct?
Yes.
It is! So you would have gotten it right. Steam, shh! No! We said Smiles is not here. Ignore Smiles. It looks like the first person to get that in was actually Steam.
Yes.
2 points for Steam. Melissa, Danny, Craig, Ian, Barbara, Septic, and Kevin all get points as well. This is good. We're off to a good start. Lots of people getting points. It's a Monday. Everybody feels like they've got an opportunity, as you should. Let's go on to question number 4.
What country is surrounded by Colombia and Peru?
Surrounded by. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's get your answers in. Which country is surrounded by Colombia and Peru?
Peru.
Yeah.
Your dad went to Peru once.
I also went to Peru once.
You did.
I didn't mean to go to Peru once. My dad went to Peru, and then he had a terrible reaction to elevation medication because he wanted to go to Machu Picchu. And so he went into a coma and stuff like that, which is not good, apparently, especially when you're not at home. And so my sister, who was in the Navy at the time, went down there and jumped on a Navy plane and got down there and was helping out. And then she has a family, so she had to come home. And I had to go down there, and I had to teach my dad how to walk, and he was a dick. He was a jerk about the whole thing. But it actually made us have a really good relationship. We didn't have a great relationship before that, and then after that, we actually got much closer. Time's almost up. Going to the chat. All right, so now you've learned things about me that you probably never really cared about. You're welcome. Let's see. We've got default answer from Craig. He says Chile.
Oh, I miss ISIS.
Well, you should chime in. We should have ISIS here. Ecuador, Brazil, Burger Kings, says Robert. I don't think that's a country. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Panama, Ecuador, still at work. Bolivia, Ecuador, Brazil. So if you do a watch party, you can't
Can you hit
play.
times up?
And Barbara has Ecuador as well. Oh, interesting. Yes. Tom Johnson has determined that no one sees your joke comments and you can't play if you do a watch party. That's interesting.
That's the breaks.
Yeah, so... Well, we appreciate you trying to do a watch party, but yeah, maybe this would be better. So did anyone get the answer correct?
Yes.
What is the correct answer?
Ecuador.
Ecuador. Looks like first person in with Ecuador was Matt McFacestab. Again, using that Twitch advantage to get the answer in quickly. Let's move on to question number 5.
Question number 5.
Yes.
So glad you asked. Whose last meal reportedly consisted of 4 scoops of ice cream and 6 chocolate chip cookies?
Mine. That would be my last meal.
No, your last meal was Chinese food.
No, but I mean, like, if I was dying, 4 scoops of ice cream and 6 chocolate chip cookies seems like the way to go.
Would they be my chocolate chip cookies?
Sure, yours are very lovely.
Thank
60 seconds on the clock. Let's find out what people come with. Oh, Craig has a guess. It's Thomas Morvello Riddle. Danny says Burger King is the king of Burgerland. So I guess that's not a country. Burgerland's the country. Just so we know. Let's see. What else are we learning? We've got some people saying Jeffrey Dahmer, Elvis Presley. A few more Elvises. 30 seconds left on the clock. I think Jeffrey Dahmer's last meal had a last meal of 4 scoops of ice cream and chocolate chip cookies.
Oh.
What is that?
Not nice.
No? Oh, that's too soon?
Too soon.
All right. Someone who died of diabetes, says Septic. Though I guess...
I mean, might have done.
Right, yeah. Robert says mine would be 20 pounds of peanut butter and chocolate cakes. All right, let's go to the chat. Time is up. Let's see. Lots of Ted Bundy. Steam goes with a Karen. Andes of Ecuador was painted in 1876, by the way. Not sure if you're aware of that. But that has to do with both Ecuador and 1876. Are we just going to do some show where it's just all 1876 stuff?
That could be our theme on Thursday.
I feel like we shouldn't tell them ahead of time, but...
No, that's not going to be the theme on Thursday.
Cookie Monster, August 12th, 1977. My dad would have killed me if I didn't get that right. That would be when Elvis died.
Yeah.
All right, so time is up. Did anyone get it right?
Yes.
Oh, no. So Steam loses a point with the Karen, unless he was saying that Karen died, and that's why she's not here today, and she had ice cream and cookies.
Probably not.
No. All right, this is going to be weird when the actual answer is Karen. We're never going to know what people were doing. I guess it'll solve itself, right? Because if you shout Karen, you get a point because you got it right. But then I guess you lose a point because you got it right, so it just evens out to 0. All right. Let's see. So what was the correct answer?
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley. I feel like we should be offended that I think a guy from the UK beat us to Elvis Presley.
But apparently his dad is an Elvis enthusiast.
I'm just saying, all the Americans here, what the hell? What the goddamn hell? Matt gets 2 points for Elvis, my dude. Followed by Danny, who also got that correct. Trey gets a point. Septic gets a point. Barbara gets a point. Melissa, also. Kevin. Unfortunately, Steam has lost a point. And those are all the people I think that said Elvis Presley. I got Kevin right. I said that. Okay. So that was question number 5, or are we on to question number 5? That was question 5.
That was question number 5. We are now at halftime.
So let's go over the points that we have right now for everybody on Monday, so that you can let us know if you think that your points are different than our points. Just let us know. We're trying to make this right.
From the bottom to the top, we have Jenny, Ian, and Gordon with 1 point. With 2 points, we have Trey, Steam, and Kevin Lovett Jr. With 3 points, we have Craig. With 4 points, we have Septic, Melissa, and Barbara. And with 6 points, we have Danny and Matt McFaystab.
Oh, a tie at the top. This is very exciting. We're getting off to a very exciting start, which is good. But I think that means that it's also time to talk about the end of last week.
Apparently Elvis is huge in the UK.
Oh, he's huge everywhere. Did you see how fat he got at the end of his life?
I mean, 6 chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, look, he ate 4 scoops of ice cream before he died. All right, so we just finished up the last week on Sunday. Somebody gets a T-shirt, which Caitlin is holding up right now. God damn it. There you go. So we're going to reveal who gets a T-shirt for last week.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. I can do that.
Septic!
Yeah! It's our first T-shirt going across the pond. Congratulations to Septic over on Twitch. Everybody congratulate him. He overcame the fact that Twitch wasn't even working for one of the days and came onto Facebook. And still was able to pull off a win. So you'll just need to give us your address and what size shirt you want so that we can steal your identity.
Yeah, if you could just assume your alter ego is Charles and send us a Facebook message, that would be great.
And just like the name of your first pet, what street you grew up on, your mother's maiden name, your first car. We appreciate all of those things. Any credit card details. We really appreciate that.
Septic is oddly quiet and is probably passed out from surprise.
You think we lost him?
Yeah.
From just his blood pressure went up and he's just like, oh, somebody help me. Bring me to Arkansas. All right. Congratulations on that. So yes, if you would like to win a T-shirt that Caitlin is holding up, you just have to win this week. God damn it.
Here it is.
What? Yeah, that's the T-shirt.
Right there.
Look, it folds up really nicely. It's very compact. So if you would like your own T-shirt, all you have to do is be the person who has the most points at the end of the week, right? That's all you've got to do. Who hasn't gotten a T-shirt yet, right? If you get a T-shirt, you can't get a second T-shirt because we want to spread T-shirts about. But if you win the week, you do get a T-shirt, and it's free. We just send it to you. You don't have to pay shipping or anything. We don't care. If you're in the middle of Europe, we'll send it to you. If you're in China, we'll send it to you. We'll send it to you wherever. It is on us. Let's see. Canal Street. We want reviews. Why is Ian pasting reviews? You should be giving reviews to our podcast, which is Another Wasted Hour. If you just go and search for Another Wasted Hour on any podcast outlet, you can listen to the show. It's very good. And then give it reviews, probably not on TripAdvisor, and some stars, and we would appreciate that.
Probably not on TripAdvisor.
No, probably not. I would say that the show is definitely a trip, but it's not the same, I don't think.
And if you're not going to review Keith's podcast, I would think the next thing you would want to review is the online trivia special, Disney Trivia Special.
Yes, which is online.
It's online.
It is definitely online.
That's where it's located.
I would really wish they would come back.
Yeah.
They didn't even participate. They just, photobombed us.
Oh, we have a review.
Oh, excellent.
Can you read that out loud, please?
We have a review. Steam says, my review, great show. Oh, that's lovely.
How many stars, though?
1 star. Great show, 1 star. Loved it. Top of the stars. Number 1 star.
Amazing show. 2 stars.
Best show I've ever listened to. 1.5 stars. All right. But hell yeah, I'm a small guy, so likely not to fit. What are you talking about? We've got smalls.
We have small. We have
Mediums.
We don't have extra small. We
No.
have mediums. We have large. We have extra large. We have double extra large. We have all the shirts.
Yeah.
They're just here behind me.
We'll send you a 2XL so that you can sleep in it.
So I can go to your knees.
Yeah. You can wear it. You can wear it like an entire outfit. All right, so let's move on. Question number 6. I already put it up.
Who was the first Bond girl?
Who was the first Bond girl? 60 seconds on the clock. Look, don't be a dick about this. Yeah, there might be somebody who was named Bond in the 1100s. Let's not go with that. We're looking for James Bond in the movies. James Bond.
Yeah.
What was a Bond girl?
Danny, I was totally going to go to the post office this weekend. Instead, I'm going to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see if any of the packages that we got in the mail would have an envelope that I could reuse, but that doesn't seem to be happening, so I'm just going to use one of the flat rate envelopes at the post office.
Makes sense to me. 25 seconds left. Get your answers in. We need the first Bond girl. First Bond girl.
Ursula something.
Ursula something, rather.
Octopussy.
I don't think Octopussy was
Not a Bond girl.
No, I don't think so. All right.
Eunice Gayson. Pussy galore.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we've got a bunch of good... Oh, there's some other Ursulas there. Pamela Anderson. All right, let's go to the chat because time is up. So yeah, we've got Ursula something. God damn it. Vesper Lind. Octopussy. Eunice Gayson. Eunice Gayson. Pussy Galore. Pamela Anderson. Honey Rider. Jodie Foster, says Steam. Of course he does. Ursula Andress. Another Ursula Andress. Oh. That's fine. I have laundry left for the rest of the week. But we know where we fit in. And she's like, I just need it for laundry day. That's the important one. And Septic goes with a Karen. Or Honey Rider for the official movies. I'm totally going to be a dick about this, says Ian. Yes, of course you are. We would expect nothing less, Ian. That's so unfair. Ursula Andress. A lot of vagina, says Greg. That's, yeah. Different movie, I believe. Holly Goodhead? That's what Melissa says. Couldn't remember her last name. Ursula McElvis Face, says Ian. All right, what was the correct answer?
I just have to Google something.
Well, I guess we have to find out if anybody got it correct because Septic went with a Karen. So that's the important thing.
Somebody got it correct.
All right, so someone got it correct. So unfortunately, Septic, 1 negative point there for throwing the Karen when somebody got it correct. We're doing some Googling. You've answered things and you have made Caitlin incompetent.
No, it's...
Competentless.
So, I was intending to get the actress's name, but some people gave me the character's name.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
So now I just have to go back through.
Okay, so going back through, we're going to determine... So what was the correct answer?
Ursula Andress.
Okay, Ursula Andress was the actress who played the first Bond girl. And the name of the character was...
Honey Rider.
Honey Rider. Okay. So there you go. So we got... It looks like a bunch of people got either of those.
So...
Right? I think our first one... There's Ursula something, goddammit. We've got Trey with Vesper Lind, which is not correct. Right? And then Honey Rider was Matt McFaceStab, if you don't count Ursula something as a guess.
That's up to you.
That's up to... No.
I said it first.
No, you're the judge.
I said it first.
You are the mistress of all puzzles.
I don't think we can count it.
You're the judge. Yeah. First guesses are what we go with, and Ursula something was the first guess. But would that be considered kind of a joke thing? It was awfully correct for it to be the right... I don't know. We really need people to answer in just single chats there. Makes it a lot easier. Kevin got it. So Kevin, I think, is the first one.
Matt has chimed in. He says he lost.
Okay. Kevin, I think Kevin's the first one with Ursula Andress.
Yeah, that's true.
That didn't guess prior. Barbara gets a point. Kevin gets 2 points. Trey said Vesper Lynd or Honey Rider for the official movies. Don't know anything about Vesper Lynd.
Well, now I have to Google again.
Yeah, more Googling. Matt McFaceDab says Ursula Andress after Honey Rider, after Ursula somebody. So I think the only people that got it absolutely correct, it looks like, were Kevin and Barbara.
So Vesper Lynd is a character who is played by Ursula Andress in a 1967 James Bond parody.
James Bond parody. Okay.
Yeah.
So Trey guessed Vesper Lynd first, and then second guessed Honey Rider.
But the first Bond film where she played Honey Rider was 1962. So Vesper Lynd is not right.
So Honey Rider was first.
Yeah.
Okay. So either way, Honey Rider first, Vesper Lynd was second. Therefore, first answer Vesper Lynd not correct. If you had gone the other direction, yeah, I think if Vesper Lynd had been the first one and you had guessed that, and they were just counting the official movies, we could have given you that.
Yeah.
But this seems like the wrong answer, unfortunately. But amazing that you knew that. My God. Holy shit, Trey didn't get the first girlfriend of his life right. What a French toast. What?
All right. Matt McFaceDab says Vesper Lynd was in Casino Royale, which is the first book, which is true.
Yeah. Were they considered Bond girls at that point?
Yeah.
Or were Bond girls a movie term? I always associate that with the movies. The Bond girls.
Okay, you can stop saying she was in the book. I fucking get it.
Wait, was she in the book?
Yeah.
Oh, she was in the book. Was there ever a movie made out of that book?
Yeah. I'll murder all of you.
Well, so unfortunately, since nobody reads books, we were going to have to move on. How many people do I mess with that? Ian says he was named after Ian Fleming.
Good for
Ian
you.
Herring. That's weird because Herring and Fleming is not the same.
Not the same at all.
Yeah, so they really messed that up, Ian. Just saying. Trey's chimed in and says that he was the character in the book. I don't know if you got that. But yeah, she was in the book.
I'm going to murder someone.
Before. I think the term Bond girl is retroactive from the term's coining. So it covers previous she-folk. But, like, the book didn't have she-folk in it. Right? Because it's just a book. So there's no actual, like, human. The Bond girls are the actresses that played those characters, and then those are real humans.
Whatever. I'm tired of fighting. I'm giving Trey a point.
You're giving Trey a point? Don't give in! Don't... Oh! This is what he wanted.
It's already done.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. All of our integrity just down the tubes now.
This is what you've done to me.
This is it. Mark it down on your calendars. Season 7. Everything goes to shit.
No integrity.
No integrity. We might as well just quit now. Let's go to question number 7 instead.
Thank God. The Parthenon is better known name for the Temple of whom?
Yes. What is that? 60 seconds. A lot of people don't know that the Acropolis is where the Parthenon is.
They say that. The
Yeah.
Acropolis where the Parthenon is.
Yeah. They say, what did they say about the Acropolis where the Parthenon is?
There's no straight lines.
There are no straight lines. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. That's just for Trey. We just did that for Trey. All right. So while we're doing this, don't forget you can still share if you want to try and get some extra points. You'll see it pop up here. down there while you're getting these answers in. 15 seconds left on the clock. We're looking for the Parthenon, which is better known, which is the better known name for the temple without any straight lines. But it is the temple of whom? The temple of whom Ian says the temple of doom. That's what it is. Whom doom. All right, time's up. Let's go to the chat. All right, so we're looking through these answers. Let's take a look and see what people were able to come up with. Integra was, says Craig. Zeus. Is this going to be the book? Temple of Doom, says Robert. Tom says Zeus. Athena, says Danny. Zeus, says Melissa. Craig says Athena. Trey says Athena. Wait, so who got points on that last question?
Fucking everybody.
Everybody gets points on the last question. No, it was you and Melissa, I think, and Trey. I think is what we ended up with. Jenny says Zeus. Trey says they say. Septic says Athena. Steam goes with Jodie Foster, the Temple of Jodie Foster, which is just
only you have a temple to Jodie Foster.
That's true. That's just his bedroom. He just has a sock that is a Temple of Jodie Foster. Kevin says Goddess Athena. Barbara says Athena. Christina says Athena. Hi, Christina. Welcome. We didn't see you sneak in. So, what is the correct answer?
Athena.
Athena! So the Zeuses unfortunately lose. And the first Athena is Danny. Matt and Danny going back and forth on this. It looks like Craig and Trey and Septic and Barbara and Christina all get points. So congratulations. Let's move on to question number 8.
Diamonds are the hardest solid substance. What is the softest?
What is the softest solid substance? Softest.
Softest.
Yes. Is it? I think I know what it is. Let's see. Yep. No, I'm right. Yep. It is balsa wood. Super soft. Have you ever done stuff with balsa wood?
Yeah.
You can like poke at it. You can do all kinds of things. Super soft. Mark me down. 1 point for balsa wood. I've got this.
And you get a point for sharing.
Mm-hmm. I shared and I got that one. Craig says it's Trump's ego. Had to make it political. Ian says Elvis. Towards the end, perhaps. That seems... Steam says Jodie Foster will be the right answer one day. I feel like Jodie Foster's... And then he says Jodie Foster's eyes. Yeah. So his pre-guess for everything. Robert says Jodie Foster on the beach. A lot of people have not seen Jodie Foster on the beach, but apparently quite soft. 10 seconds left on the clock. Get your answers in. A lot of people saying talc, it looks like. 3, 2, 1. Off to the chat. Let's take a look in here and see. So talcs, those seem like the most serious answers. I'm not seeing a lot of... nobody went with balsa wood with me, which I'm a little disappointed in. I feel like that was a really good guess. So, no? So let's see. Let's make sure we get all of our answers in. Septic says the same way that 1876 will be the right answer at some point. Yeah. Can we invent an anti-Karen when you bet someone will get it right and you get negative points for getting it right? I'm not even sure what that means. You just made my head explode, Tom Johnson. You get negative points for getting it right, but you're betting that other people will get it right. So you get a point if other people get it right, but you lose a point if you get it right. That seems a little easy. I feel like that's a little on the cheating side of things. So is the answer talc? That's the most popular answer.
Yes.
It is. So first person that came in with talc. Oh, back and forth. Matt McFace stab. Again with stealing the 2 points. Trey, Septic, Tom, Danny still gets a point in there. Melissa, Kevin, and Barbara all getting points on that one. Let's see. it's a form of flattery. In a way. I would say it's a form of stalking that you're doing. Let's move on to question number 9. What is question number 9?
What was the first year?
No! God damn it! We've done this before! Ah! Come on! I say, what question is it? And then you say... Right, look, even Matt knows it! Matt knows it, and he doesn't even live in this country! For God's sakes!
I'm on your side.
Get on my camera! The penultimate question, what is the actual question?
What was the first European country to ban smoking in bars?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Matt's very judgy. Do you see Matt face stab?
This quiz is in dire straits.
Yes. It was season 7. That's what they're going to say. They're going to look back through history after we do 100 years of these, and they're going to say, yeah, but season 7's really where it jumped the shark. Why did they keep it going? People are going to come to season 8 and be like, I don't know. They really peaked in season 6, which was just called a week. Let's see. We've got, my focus is separated on trivia and dealing with family crisis. Well, that's very sad. I'm sorry that you're having to deal with family crisis. You have 22 seconds to deal with trivia, but then you can go back to family crisis if you want. The other way around. If anyone gets it right, you lose a point, which is still a Karen. Yeah, we already got that. All right, lots of answers coming in. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the chat because time is up and see what people have come up with. It looks like just the UK. Matt says with the UK. I don't know how that works. Is the UK a country on its own as well? The folks over there in England need to let me know. Is England a country and then the UK is also a country? Is that how that works? Because Ireland's a country, right? That's its own country.
Republic
right?
of?
Scotland isn't a country, right? But it thinks it wants to be a country.
You're thinking of Northern Ireland when you're thinking of the UK.
Right, but like Ireland is its own thing.
Yeah.
It's a country, right? Scotland thought about being a country, but it's not a country. It decided not to split off and be a country. And then there's the Brexit thing. And now they're like, well, fuck me. We should have known that ahead of time. So the UK is Ireland, Scotland, and England. England isn't a country either then, right? They're just...
The UK is not Ireland. The UK is Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland, yes. Northern Ireland, England, and Scotland, right?
And Wales.
And Wales. Right. They own all the whales in the world. And so that is a country. Is that right?
Commonwealth is what Matt
That's a commonwealth. All right, but so which ones are countries?
All the individual ones are countries.
So Scotland is a country?
England, Scotland, and Wales are countries.
They're countries, and then they're inside of a commonwealth. And we, over here, have commonwealths that are part of a country.
Yeah. Virginia, where we live, is a commonwealth. And that is part of the country of the United States.
All right. Let's go and see what people have gone. Now that we have given you all of this information about how the world works, especially one island or so.
2 islands.
UK, Ireland, Norway. Wait, that's a thing? Ireland, Ecuador, Amsterdam, Iceland, Ireland, maybe? Ireland, Iceland, Finland. LOL, damn it, I'm not losing my points due to family crisis. Something tells me it's Ireland. Those are all the answers that came in. Hey, Christy. Hello.
So Matt McFacetab made an additional point. With a smoking ban, it would be passed throughout the UK, not just in England.
Okay, because they all share laws.
Because it's a Commonwealth and they all share laws.
Ah, okay. So what was the correct answer?
He said, so it counts as one answer. It's also a wrong answer. The answer is Ireland.
Ireland, the country of Ireland, which is not in the UK.
No.
All right, so that brings us to our last question. Oh, who was the first person with Ireland? Let's say it out loud. Danny. Oh, Danny steals it from Matt. They're just battling back and forth. Looks like Tom, Trey, my mom. No, my mom had Iceland. Oh, man. I just wanted to say my mom.
Stephen McCracken, Pennsylvania is a Commonwealth. Rhode Island is not a Commonwealth.
No, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Kentucky are Commonwealths.
Correct.
And Massachusetts. Rhode Island is not a Commonwealth.
And
it's a damn state.
Texas and California are republics.
Yes.
Craig says Ireland. So those were all the ones that got points. So, all right. Last question of the night. This is the last chance for you to get points. If you win the night, you get bragging rights. You can do your acceptance speech in the chat. We'll say that in the show. And you get to choose the color of the studio tomorrow. Tomorrow, right over there, you can make the studio a different color. Any color that you want. You just let us know. She's not going to notice at all. It's fine.
I'm just ignoring you. I have more chill than you do.
Yeah, you do. That's true. I don't have any chill.
Except when people start second-guessing my fucking trivia questions.
Oh, why? I like that Christy came in and then didn't answer anything.
Well, she's just observing.
Christy, you can totally jump in. You just have to say the answer in the chat, and you can get points. Make-believe internet points that aren't worth anything, but they're very exciting. Let's go to our last question.
The ultimate question.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just didn't want to get yelled at again.
All right, what is it?
Which crime fighter has the power to cloud men's minds?
Oh, 60 seconds on the clock. Get your answers in. We need to know what crime fighter has the power to cloud men's minds. Obviously, this is Cloudman.
Nailed it.
Storm. Is it Storm? Storm's that's a character.
No.
I've read that. I know that.
That's not it. Keep guessing.
I believe he also has other powers, just for the record. Because I actually knew the answer to this one.
Whatever.
I did.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I'm just saying. All right.
The answer is not fucking Jodie Foster.
20 seconds left on the clock. Well, 15 now. Get those answers in. What character knows the darkness in the hearts of men? What is it? What?
You gave an additional clue.
What? How do you know that that's right? I couldn't possibly know. So, let's see. So that time is up. We've gone to the chat. So, yeah, I knew what it was. What darkness lies in the hearts of men? Who knows?
Yeah, boobians.
Who knows? All right. So let's go from the top. Trey says the Shadow. Robert and Matt McFaceStab save the Shadow. Tom says the Phantom. Fuck T, says Robert. I don't know what superhero that is, but that's got to be a really entertaining comic. Welcome to Fuck T. Hey, everybody. Did you get the latest episode of Fuck T? Oh, it's so great. I assume that that's just a superhero that doesn't pronounce T's at all in anything that they say. Jodie Foster is not correct. The Shadow says Danny. The answer to the ultimate question is 42 for the record. I see what you did there. Septic says, I jumped the gun a bit. He said Poison Ivy first. And then, let's see, Shadow, the Phantom, the Microsoft Cloud, says Ian. Does know a lot. Craig says the Shadow. My mom says the Shadow. Melissa says Rorschach. Steven says just like Pluto. So, since it's my mom who guessed the Shadow, can we just make the Shadow correct so she gets a point?
Okay.
All right. Then the answer is the Shadow because my mom guessed the Shadow. We've removed all of our integrity, right? We're allowed to do that now.
What do we want?
I believe, right? So we're just going to go with the Shadow because my mom said that.
It may or may not actually be correct.
It could be correct or it might not be correct. No, it is true.
It's the Shadow.
Who knows the knows the darkness in the hearts of men?
The Shadow.
The Shadow knows. That's right. All right, so Trey, I think it was the first one with the Shadow. 2 points to Trey. Lots of other people who got it.
I think Matt McFaceStab confused me with Karen.
Yes. Matt McFaceStab now doesn't believe us and is like, is it the Punisher? I don't even know. What is happening? What evil lurks in the hearts of men. Yes, that's what it is. Oh God, no. I didn't. I'm sorry. What? What? What?
Oh, because he called me Karen.
Oh. He's been throwing you all this time. Anytime he throws it, he thought it was you. Not to be confused with a Caitlyn. If you throw a Caitlyn, you get a point just right off the bat because she...
I fucking dare you.
All right. So that is it. That is the show, everybody. Let's go down the points and find out if your points line up with the points that we had.
And if they don't, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, if they don't line up, then too bad. All right, what do we have?
That's totally fine, right?
Yeah, because we have no integrity anymore.
No integrity.
Yay! A lack of integrity is so much easier. I feel like this is a boon for us. We're just going to... Tomorrow we'll ask questions, not have any answers, just make them up as we go. What is the hardest element? Tuna fish. And then, nobody got it right. Yeah, no points. No points, no points. Screw everybody.
What's the biggest planet? Arkansas.
Arkansas is the biggest planet. No points to anyone. People would catch on and be like, Karen. I'm just doing Karen all the time. And they're like, the answer's Karen. Screw it. No points for anybody.
Everybody loses.
Everyone loses. All right. Starting from the bottom, going to the top.
With 1 point, we have Christina, Fran, Gordon, Ian, Robert. With 2 points, we have Tom Johnson and Jenny. 3 points, we have Steam. Sorry you didn't lose. With 5 points, we have Septic and Melissa. With 6 points, we have Kevin Levitt Jr. and Craig. With 7 points, we have Barbara. 8 points, Trey. 9 points, Matt McFaceStab. 12 points, Danny.
Wow, Danny pulled out ahead from Matt McFaceStab right at the end. Matt was out ahead halfway through. It was a tie, at least, halfway through. So despite having a family tragedy that she was dealing with, she was still able to pull it out. All right, so let's go through the shares on Facebook because that could change our things. Yeah, so we just need to make sure that happened. And for the folks who are over on Twitch, did anyone actually host the show? Is that a thing? I don't know how I would tell, but be honest. Shaggy gets a point for sharing. I didn't even really see Shaggy guessing.
Shaggy.
Yes. Craig gets a point for sharing to Matt Ravenstall on his wall. Very bold. Matt says, I have no idea how to host. So, no. Well. Hey, let's not congratulate Danny yet. We have to find out if anybody gets out ahead here. Jenny gets a point. I get a point. Craig has 3 more points. Shared to Nia and Sherry. And then on his own profile. And then Robert also gets a point. Septic says he did. So let's give Septic a point. He is hosting the show on Twitch. You also get a point for that. That's a way that we grow, so we appreciate that.
PC, Septic.
All right, so let's see. Any change to our standings?
Kind of.
Okay.
Craig is now in second place.
Craig is in second place, beating out Matt McFaceStab. Wow. Look at that. See, it matters. You can get... Craig got a point coming in first. Craig got points from sharing. It could be the difference between winning and losing, so don't forget to do it. Steam got 6 Jodie Foster points. If anybody else got style points, I didn't even hear you give any style points.
You got all the style points tonight.
I did. Okay, it was all
Arkansas.
me. It was Danny that won. Danny is the winner after we have tallied up all of the points. So Danny, you get your acceptance speech, and you get to choose the color of the studio for the next show. Congratulations there. While she's doing that, everybody don't forget, I've also got a podcast called Another Wasted Hour. So you can go up on Apple Podcasts or Google Play Music or Spotify or Stitcher or iHeartRadio. Any place that you would go and get a podcast, you can search for Another Wasted Hour and find 140 episodes of our podcast. And it's pretty funny. It's got some trivia. It's got like zany news from around the internet. And you also get exposed to some really great artists and musicians in the Washington, D.C. area that you probably wouldn't have heard before. And a lot of them are very, very talented. So we'd love you to check it out. You can also see it on YouTube. There's episodes up there. And even on Facebook, on our Facebook page. So you can go to any of those places. Give us a review and some stars. We'd appreciate that. That helps us grow there. Obviously here, you can find Another Wasted Hour, the trivia show here, on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. So make sure to like that and give us reviews, follow, subscribe, turn on notifications that you're here. We're going to be here every night at 7 o'clock. We want you here with us. So we wanted those reminders to pop up for you because we'll miss you otherwise. So make sure you do that. And you can also like Another Wasted Hour on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So we can keep in touch with you in all kinds of ways. Let's see. Did we get one? Did we get anything? Danny says Deep Purple. Oh, and she has an acceptance speech. Would you like to read it?
This has yet again been one of my best wasted hours ever, and let me slack on being a geek and getting homework done early.
That's good. What we do is we help you waste an hour in an entertaining way. That's all we want to be for you. Nothing of substance, nothing that matters. We're not going to give you stats about coronavirus. We're going to distract you from all the things that matter and just do some zany trivia and say Arkansas a lot.
Matt McFacetab has kind of an acceptance speech. He
Oh, yeah.
says, "Oh, Craig, I'm coming for you."
Oh, there's a rivalry. We're creating a rivalry. All right, so that's it. I think those are all of the things that we have to talk about. So let's wrap it up and say until 7 o'clock tomorrow, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. We're going to get through this. We'll get through it together. We'll entertain you. You'll entertain us. We'll be here at 7 o'clock tomorrow to give you something else to think about other than this crazy world. And we hope to see you then. We also want to give a shout out to all of the people. Don't touch the button. Not yet. Do not touch that button. I am not done talking. Want to give a shout out to all the people who are helping the world go around. Healthcare workers, people taking care of folks who are people in essential jobs. We can't do this without you, and we really appreciate you taking the risks to make our lives easier and safer. It means the world to us, so thank you. Till tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Good night, everyone.